Okay, this is 1104 Ridgeland Lakes Drive. It's on the highway, but there's a big buffer with a pond across the street to the road. But there is road noise, but it gets you in and out of here really quickly because that's the entrance. And the community goes way back. It's not really an amenity community at all. And this looks like it's a modular home that's been brought in. That's a prefab home built in the factory, I think. So I have to check on this a little bit more, but I think that's what this is built as. There's apparently a crawl space underneath with the foundation there. You know, it looks in good shape. They've done some nice work inside. It's we'll go in, you've got your front steps here into the doorway. Has a little bit of paint to do. There's no gutters. You can see how thin the fascia and soffit are. And they did rebuild that garage area, or they added on that garage area and enclosed it. It looks like they knocked it down and rebuilt it somehow and made a big room out of it, so it could be maybe even an office. You have a hose bib in the front, and we'll head on in. So here's the front entryway. It's a luxury vinyl plank, popcorn ceilings. They're about 8.5 feet high. As soon as you walk in, I'm standing in the threshold right here. You're right in the living room immediately. Okay, nice fireplace. Has a slight bay window to the front. Had a little design. The crown molding is very minimal, which immediately made me feel like it was a manufactured home that was put together. And you can see this beam here in essence, which is usually the halfway point. But let me back up again and just show you the rest of the home, because that's neither here nor there. It just may not have as high of a resale value when you go to resell it, but the price is right anyway. So you've got the living room right here. My back is against the front door, so it's pretty tight. Okay, I'm gonna show you. Here's the window, and I'm gonna step off. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 12 feet. Okay, your couch would go right in there, and you'd have enough for a recliner in the bay window and a couch maybe, or a little sectional. And that's still going to be tight over here. The hallway leads back to 3 bedrooms and a full bath. Well, 2 bedrooms and a full bath. Then there's an office here, your formal dining room here, and your big kitchen with nice granite countertops. And then the master suite is over to the left. And I'll show you the kitchen area first. Stainless steel appliances. Again, they're kind of lower ceilings, the 8.5 foot ceilings. Does have a backsplash on there, this tile. 30-inch cabinets. Dishwasher, microwave. Nice, looks like a new range. Nice refrigerator, needs a little bit of cleaning. Some of the windows are fogged, and that's premature. That shouldn't happen. These look kind of dirty, so maybe they're not fogged, but they do look dirty. Here's another little breakfast nook, or a little place for a little table if you wanted, off of the kitchen. I'll turn around and show you the kitchen from where the breakfast table would be. Overlooks the backyard with a attached deck. Looking out to the living room. So it's really clean looking and nice. All of it's baseboard heating and air. This is a utility room. So here's the kitchen, the little breakfast area. Now you have the utility room. And that leads down to the garage. I'll go ahead and do that. This is for your washer and dryer, the hookups. They tore out some hole there to get the vent out, I guess. So the vent underneath the house there. They didn't have that built in here, apparently. And then this is the steps, and there is a pop-up right here at the steps leading out to the garage. Normally would have been steps down to the garage. But all that has been done. You can tell and smell that it's new and newer, built. And there's a door out to the backyard. And then a huge room. I'm sure on this video, it's gonna be hard to capture the depth of this. But it's quite large. You could do all kinds of stuff in here. Make it an apartment, make it an office, multiple offices. You could almost make divide it up quite a bit. So just to give you an idea, I'll walk it off from the staircase from the house. And there's the door out to the back, and then there's a door in the front on the driveway. So I'm gonna do it from right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, and a foot. So that's 25 feet across. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 24 feet deep, plus a little bump out over there where the stairwell is. And then there's a closet here that's totally unfinished. In other words, it's finished, but it doesn't have any shelving. And it has a Mitsubishi separate unit just for this room. And it looks like the cable is set up here for internet or cable TV. Nice new ceiling fan. This is all new. It smells new at least. I'll give you a preview of the backyard. There's just a couple stones, that's it. And then it goes right into the backyard, which is pretty well unkept. It gets a lot of shade. But you do have a fence. It may need a little bit of touching up. I see one little pole down over there a little bit. And then the big deck and the crawl space underneath the house, which should be covered up so no critters get underneath the house there. It's stuccoed around there, so you can see a little bit of deterioration there on the stucco on the base, and then this was put right on where the garage was. Okay. But nice sized backyard and fenced, so that's pretty nice. And your air handler's on the other side, hose bib in the back here. You do have a gate on this side with your neighbors who haven't really been keeping up. Maybe it's a rental. A lot of these could be rented for investment. So let's head back in, then I'll head to the back deck after I show the other bedrooms. Okay, utility room, breakfast area, lots of natural light coming in the morning from the back. So the sun will set on the front of the house, which is nice, and the backyard shaded for afternoon grilling and relaxing in the shade of the house. Your kitchen, again, and there's no pantry. So you might just want to maybe put a wall unit there for a pantry. There are a lot of cabinets, but probably not enough. Okay, the formal dining room with the double slider leading out to the back deck. Let's take a look at that. Sliders. This is relatively new, so nice new deck. Just needs painting. It's going to need some maintenance on that to seal it. And they haven't really taken good care of the backyard. It's kind of trashed. The neighbors next door on this side taking pretty good care. And there's room for a shed back here, as you mentioned. The other people have a shed and not caring as much about the back. And then you have a privacy fence in the back, which helps a little bit for the neighbor. Oh, and beautiful camellias. Oh, those smell so good. I grew up in Virginia and we had those, and my mother would always pick those and put them in the kitchen on the window there. And so anyway, that's nice. All right, so again, here's the front entryway and living room, fireplace, and now we'll go into the master suite, which is off of the kitchen. Pardon all the jerkiness, but here we go. Okay, good size, 2 windows on the front. The air conditioning is going to be right underneath the bed if you put the bed here. And there's really not enough space between the windows to put a queen. A twin would fit, that's it. But so the air conditioning is going to be right at your head, coming up the back of the bed. Not my favorite situation there, but that's, you know, just something to consider. Then you can see the seams in here in the closet. That's probably where the 2 sections were combined in this home that was modular, you know, to connect them up. Another baseboard, air conditioning. The air conditioning works good, it's new. Then you have a huge tub, stretch and soak tub and little sitting area. You have your toilet, which is a nice size toilet, and you have a window that opens. You have your double sink with a nice, pretty, it's some type of cultured marble with color in it or something. Not exactly sure. I don't think it's quartz. I'm sure it's not quartz, and it's not granite. Could be a silestone, which I would be shocked if it was, because that's really nice stuff, but it has a nice look to it. Let's just put it that way. Then it has a piece of wood behind it here. That's very strange, but it gives you a little shelf to put stuff, but I wouldn't have put wood because this is a wet area. So I might want to cap that off if possible. You have 2 mirrors, and then you have a walk-in shower. And you can see this wasn't well cared for. So that when they remodeled all this, probably put in new flooring everywhere. This did not get touched. So anyway, this looks a little rough. And this is probably where the hot water heater is. You have to unscrew it to get back there, or it could be the air handler. It might bend out to the bottom. So that's the primary bedroom or master bedroom's full bath. We'll head back out and go down to where the living room is again, and right across from that is a double door into the office. So this is a nice office up here. It could be used as an extra bedroom. Has a full window, has plenty of plug-ins on the walls, and baseboard heat and air from that one vent, it looks like, and then it has a pop up here, probably to go to another air handler, maybe, or something. That's probably a hot water heater in the master bath, and this is probably where the access to the HVAC system is. Okay, from the office back to the hallway, from the foyer front door immediately to the right are 2 bedrooms, linen closet straight ahead, full bath and guest bath to the right. There may be another hot water heater here, but this has a return right there. So I think that's probably where an air handler is. I don't know what the pop-up is for in the office. Baseboard heat and air vent there. Fiberglass insert that looks new, or well, not really, gosh. It looks nice, but the handles and the hardware look a little bit dated. Nice new toilet, it looks like, and a nice vanity with mirror, popcorn ceiling, has a vent. Then behind that, on the front of the house, front right corner of the house, is this bedroom, which is a standard size bedroom with a full window. And that's like a 6-foot window, so that's kind of nice. Ceiling fan and light, and a walk-in closet. So you can see the seams again in the closet here. And then the next guest bedroom, but first in between, at the end of the hall, is a linen closet. And then the last guest bedroom in the back right corner of the home is slightly bigger than the front guest bedroom. Has a 6-foot window with nice casement. Again, it has the thin crown molding and the basic, I guess it's 3 1/4 foot molding with quarter rounds. And then over here you have your vent, which is probably where your furniture would go. You know, something over top of that, which will restrict some of the airflow unless you leave it open. The bed may go between the 2 electrical outlets on the back wall, or it could be put on this wall if there were like a queen and you didn't want to have 2 double nightstands. More than likely, that may be where the TV would go for the guest if you want to do that in a big dresser. And then you can figure out how to manage this over here. And then there is a regular closet with a door here. So that covers those. So I think that's it. That should give you enough for now. I'll talk to you soon.